aba. And right, ye din komo efa the Volta Lake accident, ye di hun komo ye extensively. And then within in Sembibrinano and APMO, Vice President Professor Jina na Opukwajiman de neni eko honum endra eko share the ekoso honum beba and also but answer no my yene NADMO coordinator wo oti region Dre Kwabna Foster. You know ending common yen share what the update is empower and koso ewo honum as to truly what is on the ground and the NG update na yemfama ye na fi yenhwe de eko Foster, good morning me gidi say be boko de.
Good morning, brother.
Ye the radio say your friend no waji yeso ne no ba be din komo. So tell us me no na kesi din komo but we couldn't get you because na course in ejuma no so do so but from Saturday basis na me no ka say NADMO ejuma no saying when it comes to tragedy na esi
Yo me da wasipa I say in some see no media for the anymore pa say and so bibi akwanti bia beton na mwanya Africa my fam die na nsem no akọ bia nti obia nim story no enim nia asi wo oti region especially Krachi West
definitely
Kuma to Abugame issue no go for mo media capture so this year when him say NADMO die ye was stages aye ejuma no e was stage by stage but this year ye kasa idea ye wo recovery stage dan ebe man go for na mo ho on betimia anya akumapa bi anya support bi afri organizations eho nyame nchade ndura ye mame abepimo ha vice president ankwari nyame anim waya de pa bebia nkofo no ehye bra enye ade kitwa omo far away far place nti misa wo de be ko hon program no eyade a eyedin enye nsuo no so a ekwan no a wo de fa ko hon no ekwan no enhyeda endi emboa sabat mami we apombore eni ne team no atnya ba village no amaye nyina ya na se a prepare aye nyema no akọ fefefe first of all me that kese pa emma ye vice president ade kese awaye ama oti region ya nya so pa eni NADMO organizations bia police fire service health organizations bia interior minister bia transport minister so by the dama sipa ba America and the boss stage say yes here was recovering stage then the best support abusiano eninia omotinya surviving so nyema ben the best to kwa mama omo enchiro mo you know say esise ya ohumbi ebeba kunu mu efi ba kun nipa ba ko 16 nipa ba ko 7 ene wuye abusia ba kun ipa 7 in the wuye enti sanko for yi on besa e ready tension so ko on be call bio on besa would they be ready say ejuma omo ye hunye ejuma bia apart from the fishing work sanko for yi o ma chiro mu nipa ba ko 7 nkae na o maka mamene papa on betinya sanya sa kuduro no tension so ko on besa twa bio. And say we must to bring people to provide a psychological and financial support to the victim family. No, say with this few days. And see, mame buy and one fan is or the 200,000 buy that's new currency. Marital authority in Subway almost the car 90,000 buy. Or the life jacket 600 buy, or the emo anwa samana inyema bebre and the cost of poti abusiano nikra no anja omusa wa shebo nso se aye na ombeye ase yenuanu mu a omo ho aka nyina no funeral no nyina on be share kwan papa so a on be boa busia no ma ye aye nkoda bi mu so half a year and 1 year abofra bi so ka ho wo ji akoda nse wa obe adopt akoda ni nkoda on partner survive nyina no obe no sure say obe tina aboa mu nti ye ma me ni ba wa ba region aboa na betimi aka say nadmo nso ye ya fam de me bo stages a ye wo nadmo mu Bobakun, that is now I think they were recovery stage. Say, Mwabia organization dia wono on farmer support. Nia obi betimi anya use clothing no. Nyema bia obetimi anya bo abusia na aduane because as you say kuru nyina mpokra hu abakro no mu. Enye sikru a kru kese bia akrase. Na akrase so obetimi hu number no. Nipa bako 16 ewu mu ntem. So you can see that there is a fear in the family, there is a fear in the community. How to go and work and get food to come and survive now, to become a problem now. So yes, organizations, media, you say any more kasa idea, bedru baby, obi a won boa with me for now. Want me and boa, but we will not leave it there. Say all the time, and yet say disaster no be answer. Ya tumu na mo if that yes prevention measures are able to mitigate sad disasters no ye free one then e be say ye biom ye share preparedness ye mboa ye ho to cause disaster there so far as ye nipa ye ti asase so kwan there disaster is with us nyema bia e be hu ye hu say e betinya ama disaster si ni ase anu ntem and ye kan nyina not want me ye ni nyina nyame wo bosu nyina say meeting me dambai anamiti oti region ha as a regional director bibi agena si eyi is far maybe we go once in the year and not twice in the year so unkofo na muti kuro what are they doing for the measures to take place ye be kokoka ye be education kama but ye kwa o medisu nti ya ye wo online mu so isu efetasi ye mboa e wo kwan bia so volunteer groups ye betinya for me volunteer groups but motivating the volunteer groups no sometimes no e dey na beta na so but the question is in quotes say ahi no menya this support betinya supporting group for you say they are giving them shovel, they are giving them volunteer boot, they are giving them cutlass, they are giving them life jackets life jacket beba I think Ibrahim Mahama nyame ensure no what in some no yet is over 200 life jackets and so beba that 200 life jackets on the bar how are they going to use it, how are they going to put it in place nipa no yeah could educate you almost put on your life jacket actually almost the importance of the life jacket no with the person ready say obetwe nso no biomwa or the life jacket no be shana obekọ no sa nti nyama we nyina if that say share so obia emfa onboa organization onboa area bia wo not mad monko area bia wo ti e wo mpotu mu ana wo community no you become like officer ubehu ahemfo no yesoro mo ade we ati affect ye nyina djuma akwakoye ko beje we djuma to na nyina ye koba se ya nti yesoro se na mo ntimi mboaye na we bi ensansi wo region mu bio ana Ghana afana nyina nti mebra ya ati ewo oti region no kakra mewo efa ho ebeka kire won no
okay
we are still working very hard we are still working very hard Oti region, yeah, 5 of your constituencies, is surrounded by water, and they are the largest ones of. If you go to the Akuye community, half of the even majority communities, before we call baby, we doesn't chance you. And you using so more than the car.
Good. And the first time we used to ensure more, ensure so try a communities you know who no. You were talking about education. I mean, you do it, you leave them, and then they do vice versa. So who is going to monitor and all that? Money maritime authority any voter lake for no omo be share say bia ye be transporting nipa afa nsuo no so no. How is your coordination like? Because then if a good coordination is there Bijidi say omo end this one. Just as omo mu use car a kwan so on road so no. Say be one this one MTTD for chum, police for chum.
Very well, very well. You know, in so a car kwan so your barriers. But what you na can say?
Meti wase pa.
Who freedom buyer won't mean jump barrier bia say wo kwa akra. But in so no eye bibia obi hye na kumba village bi wo ye nsu mo adwuma obi hye community bi pokra you cannot even identify say nipa ewo ho ena nsu mo adwuma ye fo no menka ensi so say omo bebre so tina community no enje omo ewo community no nsu mo adwuma no enhye da enkoso yi a na wa movie eni na butia for another community.
Okay.
So, of course, our community no. If you want to donate life jackets, you can say 100 or community be. The penalty will say so much man namuno ni obi ma o mu nche more fish bi ma no a move you at the namuno obi no a move akọ another community no. And see who provide the life jacket 100 Emma community A. When you say for more community no maybe you can say 500.
That's a nice top up about so.
Very good. And sometimes no, so education no, any providing of all these things no. We are coping. Maritime authority is doing well. Not more. My staff they are on the phone. Myself, we are working. Any there, police and fire service. But the question is, even at the end of the year no. Means I did do home a challenge. So this one is a general problem that I say internal one and solving. What in America say we should have a measure, a procedure that everything you have reduce disaster the whole Ghana, not the two region alone.
Okay.
So see on my program. If I say yen say you need disaster na and see, you should have it in mind, say me acquire my tree, me baby chop with you. Bibia bit nyasi. And you say, Nkoda idea in program. Informate me sorry. Informate me bo amakron, a COVID side. Windstorms, rainstorms, a lot of things. Stamps, I want you to know. Oti river no kasano, ensure stamps the womb. Because a forest and some because of a artificial ensure a yetim. Because you should I am abe tahonina. It is your stamps mbuko on you. And this is a Michelle life jacket. And I be a yako see you abiswa. The cross bet nyabutu. And you never way for that and want the back of our mind before we travel on the river. But Jumano. Because we even bought as someone see and we share another commercial boot and the officers in Yasnum. I call maybe I didn't see. Say maybe emergency speedboat beer. Before I didn't see and do police for if police for so fire service for maritime authorities for Navy for the very day I didn't see it. Is the ones I'm mobile. They could do also on what is the name? Commercial boot. So you can see that a idea if I see Yentina as on mine. Now I am planning say you monitor system no juma for the education to go more, for the supervision to go more. If I see information the brain to kwaimu.
Yeah, but first, clearly, what more indicators in now? Supervision should be high. We're looking at logistics that we need. I mean, so Maritime Authority, which is supposed to take care of Yensu in terms of transportation and all that, no, they also need to look at it. Now, tell us how is transportation like? Is it that more special kodwa mode efenipa? and I said the mother coach fish no and one ye sandy fanipa ye do mucha a year co the other towns and the other communities
Well, you were commercial boats but and to say war private car. Obi wo Uber, obi so ye trotro, obi so use the big truck VIP bus thing no stand so eti. You can say if you want to go private car, you can ubet me am lift.
Okay, what I need first hold on, mommy.
Private boats, no, your private boats be
okay, so first hold on, mommy. Hold on, mommy. See, me, but now I mean Catalan, which na so mommy na men call the other line. No, so na mean din komoki to be na fe member back. See, I mean the spokesperson to the vice president, Amaprat, ending common and share what really transpired yesterday as to the quick response coming from the vice president office to OT region Honumana. Kete Krachi area honomononi share what the update is. I'm a proud morning me watching about Kessben matches or Bibia Boko there.
Basho Bibia Boko na we.
Radio Dum kakra yegusu ankasa. Nice. Quick one. Enra na omampenya be the vice president to an among call baby a tragedy no AC no boy and common what really went on within a space so mudu honet saying how was the situation like
you do hono nyame no kreni na say air ho kakra because amount for actually omunkwa you know in a most unfortunate way they see you know I say yina yesaya no takwa adwuma and I say sorry no pa de ye de bia o free akwa won dan dwen say wo kono bibi sabe kwa so and I say won sign we chi mabio nti ya e bani sana shock wo ho but then it's also just you know a whole community numbers na donso na affect in very varied ways we share omwa ebeka say atu omo sen ya yaka no because me feel say Ghana mu ni nyina na asenkwa but affect e bi mu sen e bi mu nti no me menua bia bae na excellency Professor Nana Jane Upukwajiman ojai bibia and there was a tall shadow of activities and anke was here office but ni nyina you can so bibia you feel aha humachi finkwa humachi and ayi na team ne kakra a few of us you call drive call kete kwate but I ba journey or so you know first you be share transport minister ni and number getting it class e mane extraction simimu yi answer ye ko community ni mu ankasa akwa ko shia omwa affect no excellence ni omo kasai o shomo nkwan nyama kakra yenso ye de bae no ye de bi ma omo mosquito net you know cause asema say ye de but say ye boy ho ban entire cooking oil omo you know de betimi ama ya rare because na bread when be na free mo in the immediate no so but we dream won so say ochna e dey na medi inti no kakra yes ye wa ye betimi dia aso ano so mechanic after but ye na ye nim say kwetri you know aso ano sisi afika kakra no so ye ma me de my and I like jacket because see ano ho na nkomo no ejina titiu there was a buying be abo inland communities ne ho buy no a buying ye me nyame adom government accountability series no I am metat ne mutie bi ehia me and me kai pass a transport minister time ono ye ne ono ne de no he kept talking about inland transportation services and enema a buying we ye to safeguard some communities no say me ye ka kokoka ye na ye ko ne ka koka techim inti no ye stopé ka etrim na ye hrit name many IV we aid inti no eboa me science I say there be bia ye science actually eboa ma me tete ne me bia sim because na say when your community for na woni omo bon komo na me bisa say na eba ne sen ene ma kola Ena manages speedboat and people be say a team. And no more chairman say the queenie according to the 11th commandment, thou shalt not be caught. Maybe why ye nim saying now so ya manaka me oba bema say me ba bema by the age of 11 it's me managing boats eden ko fort them de omo koba Ghana ebeka say e ade efe that akwa na e ade akwa na e born homodin. These are cultural nuances yinina we live by ye who say ekoso nanso no akoye say eno ane ye ntino obia nkasa ho se penimu kwa watna penimu na akola na echu but ye beya so bibesi na afi yinina na o se ye twan ne adwen ho se ade we bia ye so se mu kaka anke beboy they are making na ko say aban we buy within the last few months there's a whole vessel yatamekusi inland water body miso.
Okay.
Yes, safe safeguard, right? Ye training safeguards along the coast. Life jackets here I come as a minister and yes and then I walk out. This is something he said when all your accountability series about 2 months ago as something okay. It's all there in black and white. All the steps that are being taken to that area, see. But they are making back to personal safety. One.
Yes.
And personal accountability in that lifeguards make quite bit in your that's your best fashion.
And then you have someone.
One. And you know there's a lot of education and sensitization across data. But then say do more also a year more. And na her excellency ankasa too ne nine ekoye. Okoye life jacket on amaso. No they are true. Also miss them mame ye papa nom ye ma ansa na wo bet na so me so ye dey aba free of charge unti ahwe wo dey fast na hye me se ma ye nkonkodja wo penimu bi fie ye twen later ni akwa koche derby before wo bet na kenum before bet na boat ne so no make sure say one kasa no wo dey forget the manager now no or tell baby forget nipa now no or kakeno one kasa for your own personal safety. But nashe. Uko tinasina hu se nipa na wo twi ade no. Ebia west or knowledge. Ebia experience but there's wisdom in growth. Obia oye penny kakra no. Ebia in a moment of challenges and in some way dancing akolanse. On be hu de we a ebia obetumi kra hia na emfa yen koboni. Nti no see this lesson in this painful way. But Yeshoka say ebia ye ko ye nimo no enko bani sabium her excellency akoho onyo mako kasa we jani nine so achre de ye kasa sometimes no wunim so I mean there's no harm in being reminded of their wunim dada. You know, and now it was successful to the extent say almost so you ofeso ACA asupemu. But going forward, and I think the more education needs to go down, more sensitization goes to go down, constantly reminding ourselves of the need for us to take personal safety, make it a priority, and see say yenina yen sabebwa ama Ghana akonene.
Wakasapa, and indeed education and here because that side of space, you know, there's a lot of education that needs to go on there. Regards to even the maritime authority, any voter lake for any NADMO for they need to really position well to see say or me to me abwa. But then Vice President went beyond to tell us that government is going to bear the burial cost of almost 16 victims in is that the right thing?
Oh, Odisikane Mai,
okay.
Odisikane Mai, say, Monjina Monfam, what is
Oh, okay. So the 200,000 cash now, buy, you know,
yes,
will have to suffice for that.
Yes, Ubekaya beyond on only the oye, you know. MP Suba, MP so be share book akra. Nan so be share book akra. Holistic, you know, so ojina homa abaini nyina. Inti mwebia bebiano efi abain. Inti no so the American. And they say, oh, but it goes a long way, you know, especially in communities such as, you know, they are common to help and alleviate the pain and suffering those communities.
Okay. And then before you go, is it also true with the issue of Vice President adopting the baby of one of them? I mean, I'm happy to hear that anyway.
And only a personal wish, and I say, I personal request. We are my excellent astronomy. Me
person, yeah. Can't say Kojo Preko Dankwah say Miss Rena or adopt your color in my wife now on channel. Who hear my pa? Mate.
So we see on yes, sir.
Mate pa. Yara sama bibiani besa babio. All right. But as a pa, I'm a practicing no edin common the spokesperson, the vice president. I mean, come Foster Honey and Indian come Foster. I think you heard I'm a prat. I mean, giving us overview of what is really happening now. Issue raising, you know, and I'm about to say, has to do with education. How is it going to be done? What is the structure now? I able to make the abwa in terms of higher education. Hello. All right. Let me say Foster. Yes. Hello. Well, I'm so Foster any line, so I'll get Foster. But clearly, education is the key because frankly, only many Foster AD in common or can clear say one of the things say a year or more motion so no Emma BB to me ko ye no. I don't know the obey to me their jacket in obey to me their no say ombeshe na omode aka ayekodi no another matter. And that is what our practice also saying. Education will have to be done continuously on that. But the vice president spoke or do area honomono or din common uti honum yentie 92.99 face to yenshare on Kessben TV exactly what the vice president Professor Nana Jane ekaye uti honomono.
For assemblyman for Yemma, the medical I can say Asama Abbey a yenina na yasem. When I'm penny for back and say, where dear, duena minue is a yenina asam atoyen. Said a menu for sample for Ebeka no. And Kaye wohoinka yet yasam down kayepe, and so, and yet down a banasa. Into a banner saying so Ninian answer so said the archer said the TB and then Yamiasi. Yana adding, and so obeying the day. The Abba as some I betty no, Anya and ya some day. Name let's see beside who say, and I'm on Benny a bit too. It's not say a bunny about her say. Baby, are some days in the cry, I will him fan. And yet, down near Baba say, and an air campaign near the human near sunny dear. And no mirror ho, ne mum, we are no we are. Nipper now no more etchere minus so no, or haben no mum, a man near Bena Abba. Into a baya, where the entoma bebomodiano, ne na ya bebum, na yachi a home every near her nim say, ye corner sing. Menu a minister or Baba can be brave. Ah, a yen she say, I ain't Cosawai. A young share, say. The bay I had there, or how do you me back? To the beer, but born who by saying, be beating me back. Na, intiary, I hear so dear, yen to me in Casa a dorsum. Emlibia, na ye share, ye boy and who buying, and crack. Into ye run a barbaca, and no more dear to aquam near best ray, na yin I am wa. Na sa or how we anka enko from kra na nyira ese se dia me sesa kan ye obi nso na adwuma no na adwuma no so ehu hia wanya se adwuma na ye be ye den enti na yenso ye wo aban mu na de ese se yenso ye ene se ohaw ben na wo na kwan mu ena ekwan ben na ye befa so asa ohaw no ye be yiyi efiri ho enti ye be sere mu eno ye betimi aye na ebedi mu no na gese maka ye ho na enim se bobaka ye ho so my brother minister ka bibi bibi oho wo sha mo kai a enche bia na enya covid se ya kai ho yanka yo he ni enche mask ana nso ekodu baby no na akwa se mask no wan kosha na wa kra na wo ha ho enti enyina yesua ahye ana me de ye mfato wo kakra me nkasa covid na emra baby akwa na enyina ho sa ma kra bio na ha no ye kan sanso so a ya ye adwuma wo nsuo no so no ya na esese ye shevesk mpacho ka obi mfa bi life jacket ebi ana wote se me nka wonya nka ho we ni me de beto baby me nhye ye besre pa ye pamucho ye nhye na ewo kwan a ebo nipa ho ban enti said am sesa kan ya no say ensuo no so no ye different kinds of transportation enti nka wa mo ye trotro ena mo ye bobo ya ne ade wo nsuo no so no ko bi betena mu a na ya hwe se ohyebi wo hye wudu a na wayi obi nso so ba na ono nso so wa behye enti ho ne besre mu enti esese no so yetu ho anamo na kakakra we ewo hei de ebe bi mpo beba beka ho de ebe ya wo mo ye adwuma trotro wo ensuo nani no wo mo so ombenya bi na ebi ananka no bo na ofom ana bibisa nanka no so wo ne car no no boat no obi aba na ono so wo ba behye na kire se de America no o hawa entisa anka empire na ebe yi ni se de America no na ye nyina na ebe bom ama na yi eba ne se ya na nipa wonum asam kra asa asam ben na obeka a obema obi anakoma ebutu oni yem adane yi ye ni bebre ka ne mo ne pesa mote ne se oya na mo fam no enya mo nko amo yawo na bibi nso ho yedu bebi a je nyame no bem je no ono no betimi amaye asomdwe a ye betimi ede atena ede aso enoma emu oduso enti ye besre ye nyina ye nkambom na sade mpanifo nso kanara chiche de ye gene nipa ho enti sa eto sa anto ato ye nyina ekwan bia ebefa so ubeka bibi kakrampo ama obi re achechire ubeye bibi ama wahu se nso so wodo no wo ho ma no anka ya na enu so ehia bebree enti sare meka no enanu ya makasa bebree ye ba shares ye ba ya sam tetetia ye ma ye nyina ye ho ye akọ.
All right, 10 minutes past the hour of year 8. So that's another fantastic delivery from Professor Jane Nanopoku Ajima, the Vice President of Ghana. Delivery there, and I would say, and indeed, that quick response also coming from a government, led by herself, is also a good one to really position well. To say, Enyema, Ahmadi Koye, no, so no be utilizing the year na ama Enyema etumi akoye. And indeed, Vice President Ekasano Sono, it clearly tells you, sir, there's still one key thing that we are refusing to see, sir, as I say, cost war, and as he putting much effort into what that has to do with the education. As a Vice President, Akase say mo amoba be fro mo amoye trotro e wo nsuo no so te say dem mo ye wo route so no se obi ba na se onhye bia momma mesre no a monhwe na onso ntumi nhye bi se na be ya safety ebetumi abamu ye sa so ana moso a mo ye ye beka ne se a driver fo a mo twi kode no so no moso mo betumi ahye bie empo kra no se mbenya surplus egumu kra na ebeboa nti so obi ba passenger bi ba na so oni bia wo de technically no obetumi de modie no ama no odu ho no mo a na magema de no no so kɔ na yehu de ebeye afa ho ma me kwa homa no so bio na afi me ne ora Kwabena Foster Dre national coordinator coordinator for Oti region me ka Nadmo me ne ntoa so na afi member back sisia Foster na yedi nkomo na line no etikɔ so clearly Vice President Akasa wedi nkomo. The key thing that I find from it is education is also key. Yene onwani spokesperson I'm a prat so edin komo. Clearly on also say or back room hono one of the things I want to say much education needs to be done. Now, how is it going to be done? The structure wise. I mean, I'm looking at these pillars. NADMO, Maritime Authority, and I face Water Lake Ifono. How are you going to converge to see maximum education? I mean, go to your communities, I mean, in terms of more transportation on inland.
I say you're starting from Bono.
Yeah.
These are the key areas I would say we should look at.
Yes.
Disaster management should not be say
exactly.
We should be beyond that. And say, this time we are putting things in place, but how is it going to be? Maritime Authority, our more Oti regional staff, no, Water Lake, not most staff, no, can they go to all the places in the region? Miss Ben Omodeko, they say, I say, we move from one place to the other, but I say, we use a boat. Boat, are we having the speedboat? Do we have the logistics to go to all these places to do the education? These are the things that we must be tackled now. So we are pleading with all the organizations. Say, we should reduce we should mitigate so as actually we record a lot. We record we consume 1, I consume 2, 3, the big 4 in a for AC all the time. Yet see your born way and talk to the back. There are people that is their livelihood. I don't a survival no. You cannot take them out from that place. But what are we going to do to reduce it totally? And the education, and I begin to know we must to enforce the laws more. But how are we going to enforce the law?
Yes, I mean, how do you want to do it? I mean, it's necessary. We
Very
need
good.
to do it.
He said, Uber Dambai. From the Dambai, that's Karachi East, to Karachi, Nchumbu, Karachi West, and so no better. Pantu no dance you, so Pantu no down Bokra boats, Edidaho, air commercial one, or use their chance, Jessica. Life jackets will provide a boat in one. Uncofoni a ready some beshe. Obi were reasons be a funny reasons of a catcher of life jacket on to me share. Life jacket, a move bon, more on Shabon, a move bon mean cheer. And all these funny things. So, as not more officer, can you arrest?
No, I mean, so then we should then come up with a new structure, a new regime. It opens up for all this thing to be done. Say one shot, yeah, man won't end through. Simple.
Very well.
Can it be
Very
done?
Well. Nipa no free we are doing saying anyone no year to boat no. And see, what are we going to do? We must to have officers to be on board.
Yes.
Now, on be work on mu. And to one shot won't throw. Mudu so we so then we will take you on. But when you know, but I say, Obia, no police, no microphone him. Microphone we any omoti omu say we not money won't mean Obi in Franco too. Omu say education
So can Maritime do that? Can Maritime get
the last
this
time
education done?
I don't know, but also they don't have any law backing them. They don't have any law backing them, so they almost making arresting for. So what are we doing to ourselves? So this is a very crucial time, and I think they should pass the law. They should send this to any law be announced. If it's not marital, any way be a bit more to be on this. I'm make sure say never way you know a sort of not to see region alone because here can say we call that region bono everywhere. I didn't see a be actual Ghana one here. So we are still region and there a OT. But your bomb is that the way. Because the whole grounds on that very Saturday, we won't go down with you to Abontia. Say on Bobo. Kafa said, yeah, call rescue or Moya, microphone, after the being a body we are going to. If you go down, who say, if you are CDB, neither when you are over.
But first, answer number corner, the more you spoke about rescuing victims, you know, Mwangasa Nadmo, do you have what it takes to rescue?
That's what I'm saying, that even the means for us to get there is become a problem. We use a commercial boat.
You use a commercial boat rather?
We use a commercial boat to go to the thing.
Nice. So, maritime for no, so no, need a speedboat. They don't have anything to also monitor what is happening on the river.
I know, Dambai, even the whole OT region, I just know about Dambai, Ubimo, any Krachi, these two places. But it's not the only place I'm sure. Biakuye and Chiwo, Nkonta North, Nkonta South, Trachi Chumbru, Tachi, that, yeah. So it's actually in one year. But with young office and Pukra or marital authority office and Pukra, it will be Krachi and Krachi East. So, maybe I would say, Omo and Shamo, Kinano Yanshe, a papa, so you can save life. We didn't resume office. We office saying one for me say the one for
okay, very well. You better ask the first repem you better bana you better be komo. We'll continue to do follow up because I had come so yepa to see say ni maybe see you know be position ni ye so ne be ya disaster bibium na ye betina radio so ye betina media so na ye kan it say senior sebio enema entumi enko ye wo ho ye be na ya solve sa problem ni na ye da se pa was so faster dra ene no edi enkomo or ye NADMO coordinator e wo ye OT region ene no edi enkomo 90 minutes past the hour of 8 am din e dey amansanso for Kojo Preko Dankwah I make a message back na for ye ne obatampa prostate phone kodi enkomo na for ye mra back sisi I say good morning Kojo Oboba this is Oboba Kili Bobo at Jobo Men's fishing Agogo or Boise Asante Achim North. Wow, that's a long name. Ghana there, we wait till something happen before we move forward. Or no so Nadia or de ebaye and no. And then Abbas Amogobo offense so or say the Ahmed sorry, the Ahmed Swale murder is a sad and funny. It's a sad and funny at the same time. Ghana is not a serious country. Whoever is behind the murder of this man is free in this world, but can't escape judgment by the creator of the heavens and earth. Also, Nadia or the Ebaye and no. And check many be portfolio comment, minia white shirt, Wabetina say, into the bedding common fee, ya share the air corner. Capital God also says that Mensia. Capital Gosu mentioned, say, I'm still pleading to all delegates in the MPP not by mistake vote for any other candidate. They should vote for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia because we have presented him already and he is the best to lead the party to win power come 2028. It is possible, regards to Honorable maybe our incoming MPP, National Women's Organizer, hopeful. On Sunday, or the Ebai, and on the 20 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. Many Bayport Financial Services funding Komo. If you know, na Fida Kanye, the Atwaso, many of them are Atnas in Tinding Komo, na Yenshare, their course when it comes to Bayport, their course. Biabo, their boss. Me who watch a meton country. Cash about as in our sisters. Anambwa.
Eja ye dimpini for ni chiti samwa ye dimu chinga kasa.
Muni dimu chinte je pon ani abetencha mo nanse kakra ni ahede kwa. But ejuma fo bia ho ye menamfo ni na ho ye.
Yankopon adomo
Bia ho ye. Ya that's pa. Beport ye hwemo anim ede na mo man ya no pay.
Yo anape ye befa sa kwenya iso achia Kessben etie ne ahwefo nyina say yesi afe foforo yi mu no ye ba be kire akwenya obetumi afa so abema usika awo ama wo bebre na kakra Nyankopon de ye etwa afe no enti ye yakọ ewie yi ye pese obu utikọhwe wechi na ohwe se jinaya osisi efa no usika sem ho 2025 yi akosen akoyie ana se aka kakra na wedu obotae ho eninti anape Bayport savings and loans one of the leading savings and loans companies ewo Ghana no ewa ha se ye no obedidi nkomo kakra fa kwan a obefa so a obetumi ama osika aye adwuma ama ho na ye ka Bayport multinational brand your operations in 9 countries we are licensed and regulated by Bank of Ghana. And intino say hwehwe Bayport okọ nkura nkron a Bayport edi dwuma wo so. The Bayport Ghana is one out of the 9 countries Bayport eye dwuma wo. Na anape ye pese ye ma ohunu se ye wo nkrofo bi mu a omo no ebu nu se omo no wo sika ana se omo no omadi yi kwan ba ko omo fa so di yi hu no bi na me pese anape ya twa adwen si so na otumi si ginae efa no fixed deposit se udi usika etu sika krabia na obotae nyina ne se obenya emfaso ewo so eninti se emprempren a ye kasai ohwehwe sika krabia agidin na de obetumi de ho atoso a na Bayport if you say Bayport ya ye adwuma wo Ghana ha 22 years and counting. We are licensed and regulated by Bank of Ghana. And untini say a credible place na udi usika she na awa mawa menyi Bayport emfiri mu na ebase emfaso a obenya ewo ho no nso a udi Bayport de ne toto dia sikakrabia hohoro no ewo a ye de ne kọ nenim pa nti ye investment na ye fixed deposit no interest no very very attractive and competitive. Very attractive and competitive. Akono na esanso ekonenim pa na se owo free 5,000 ekwa o akwenya se sa attractive and competitive returns ya American one sem ye wo Bayport no o du sika ne beto ha obenya mfaso ma wa ho bedwiriwu na se o pese ye no rate negotiations so ana ye di rate negotiations ho so nkomo a eno nso akwenya wo hosa eninti mebobo amount ni bia se mprempren o de betu Bayport a mfaso a obenya no na wasese bibia osika wo no na wahwe se eho a misika dey se obi ma 100 cedis na se obi ma 3,500 emu de hen na obekọ ana hen na obetusu se odi omo ebe edwuma enti ende se odi osika betu Bayport 10,000 cedis odi abetu Bayport se manager ye de to 1 year maybe year emfaso ben na menya ana emfaso sen na menya 10,000 de to Bayport for 1 year obenya interest of 1,750 cedis we no risk any se misika so ye tu ashada ne sa nema bia nim da odi usika no ebeto ho no se ne time no so abre no so na mature 24 hours within 24 hours no umfaso ne usika tene no yebetu ato Bayport account ni mu na opese wi a wetumi yi enti me kan se wo de 10,000 beto for 1 year interest obenya no 1,150 se opeje mu ko 20,000 se o de 20,000 ebeto Bayport for 1 year 20,000 for 1 year no obenya 3,500 cedis na se 1 year wama wona opese o de ba 6 months 6 months no wo de 20,000 to Bayport a wobenya 1,570 cedis. Nti bia na wo sika ukura no ekɔ n'anim kura kyɛn de amebubu wo fra yɛbɛtumi akyerɛ wo sɛ woyɛ ne bere sei 3 months 6 months ana 1 year yɛbɛma wo hu mfaso a wobɛtumi anya 50,000 for 1 year wobɛnya 8,750 cedis 8,750 cedis na sɛ 1 year nso wama wo a 50,000 korɔ na wode to for 6 months a wobɛnya 3,926 cedis. Enti yɛpɛ sɛ ebisa wo sɛ adan na sɛ wode wo sika to Bayport 6 months a wobɛnya 3,926 cedis na wobɛhyɛ da gya wo sika to mu afe 6 months a wonya mfasoɔ biara ɛwɔ so na bosome no na ayɛ te sɛ yɛtete wo nketenkete wani bɛba ho so na wo sika ɛda hɔ no aso ate bebree. Ɛno nti na anapɛ yɛbɛpɛ sɛ wobɛsi gyinaeɛ sɛ wode wo sika bɛhyɛ baabi a ɛbɛwo ama wo a wo da wobɛtumi ada. Wode 100,000 abɛto Bayport manager sɛ wode bɛto Bayport a 17,500 cedis. Ɛno deɛ baking crying afe so ya pɛpɛpɛ yɛbɛtua wo sika ne wo siketene no ɛde ama wo. Enti Ghana ha wiase afa na nyinaa baabi a wohwɛ ne baabi a wotie biara no distance is not a barrier. Sɛ wowɔ Ghana card a di adanse sɛ wote ase no yɛtumi verify your Ghana card ne nko ade a we will take you through the form filling process no na ya set you up na wotumi enjoy all these benefits here making nti free 500,000 air konso de wopɛ sɛ yɛyɛ rate no ho bibi kakra ma wo a you have liberty to do the negotiation. Nti anapɛ afe no ekɔ awieyɛ nti sɛ wontumi ensi gyinae no from January na yedu October it is not too late. Nti yɛpɛ sɛ yɛtwe wadwin gyina so sɛ we still have better offers for you with regards to our fixed deposit products no nti betumi afrɛ yɛn ɛwɔ numbers yi a mebobɔ yi so 0245 15 3283 anaasɛ 026 300 7922 026 300 7922 na yɛde yɛn nkɔmmɔ no ebe wie no obi bebisa sɛ na mo wɔ he sɛ o hwehwɛ ya Accra ha no hwehwɛ ya yɛbɛn ATTC Accra Technical Training College yɛbɛn saa school no yɛne challenge bookshop so ɛbɛn ho pa nti
o kan kokomlemle he
kokomlemle okay sɛ ubedu Accra udu circle na o kyerɛ sɛ o ba kokomlemle ATTC a udu ATTC a ka sɛ o ba Bayport obia obebisa ne bia betumi a kyerɛ just 10 meters walk from ATTC to our Bayport office. Na omo a eba be join yɛn ahyɛseɛ no adanseɛ ne de bebree na I will just read one na for the sake of time no into way free Hafiz Zakaria ho I say it's been 6 years of investing with Bayport Savings and Loans. I am glad and feel secured for my funds invested. Their regular and professional advice help my funds grow. Into an additional benefit I obenya se obeye fixed deposit e wo Bayport and say brain brano or relationship manager it me steady economy no.
Okay.
Na ya kire wo say investment a wo rewo apart from we no way business a wo ye wo de fa ha ebeboa ne sa benefits ni nyina no ebi ye diska but Bayport de ye ma ni nyina ye de ni nyina ka ho
mo ni nyina ka ayi adwuma na deposit na mabeye no mo sande sa ayi na aka ho ma benefit na aka ho ma Abraham ntu ahwe mo nteme hwe so anka me ko baby eno no ba teme tena se 1 hour 2 hours 30 minutes wa jimi sika no mo de ka ho
ye de ka ho ma free
wow
wo how to me free manager nti o hwa 6 months e da enimu yi investment sen ebe ko sen wo Ghana it me yes our projections ni na ye de amount free.
Wow.
And what now has to say, then you take your decision. And for all these benefits, I will Kanfu Bayport fixed deposit number. Lastly, your numbers here 0245 15 3283 and I say 026 300 7922. Ufra no actually say oh ebia me din me free ha na ya hwe the nearest branch I ben or na wabana ya assist still. Until Bayport will help your money grow and so take that bold step today.
Nice one.
That's the brains.
Yes, that's the pa eachia age my phone now will Bayport. Nice one. Yene Bayport for NAD and common na ya check how also betumi crowd sika fix deposit no omugusoa nkasa entinye nteme na fakoto honom na sika no enwoma why eno hu hia pa sika no bebre na no egugumu wardrobe mu sisi a me na mo kasa mu mfa anya hwe wo de to hwa hwe ma so ubon sa house na odon sa kokeka numbers obubo enyina na me pacho friend number no na also oni omo enkodi enkomo no mo nhwe de 32 minutes past the hour of 8 a.m. e wo ye Kessben 92.9 na face so ye Kessben TV ma menkin kan messages ni bi na fe ye ntoa dwumadi ne so a Meshak Asante from Amasamai or say well, that's a long one but I'll try and read. Meshak says 16 people perished on Oti River in Dambai. It's so disheartening and sad. And I also heard the canoe driver was 11-year-old boy. I think we should sometimes value our lives small and stop blaming politicians in every situation. Or was any politician standing there at the time that they were crossing the river with that 11-year teenager? How on earth will you consider putting your precious life in the hands of 11 years boy whose sense of reasoning is very low? Look at what has happened to some people, breadwinners, and so sad and painful. It is better we all start knowing what is good for us and stop relying on politicians always, because if you risk your life, you will die. You die and gone forever without coming back. A word to the wise is enough. This is from Meshak Asante from Sama Onosonedia or de Ebaye Enonom. Now, he says, good morning, I'm Mokan from Bantama in the Senate West District. The NEC communicators have forgotten about the Stephen Opuniko Cobalt case, Collins Alda Sagleme Affordable Housing Project case, Ato Forsen and Richard Jakpa, 2.37 million euros ambulance procurement case. Someone of example for leak tape, etc. But they are all acquitted and discharged by Attorney General. So in terms of high-profile prosecution, it was MPP government who started, but it didn't end up well. Honorable candidate Japan seen as a strong candidate to lead the Elephant Party. Just get connected. Onosonedia or de Ebaye Enonom. Now I have another one from a teacher Kojo Tepa. Or say Dr. Bawumia is very honest, humble, not corrupt, and very intelligent. Just look at the Ghana card he championed. Just one card serves multiple purposes, and it is amazing and unique. This shows how intelligent he is. Many Ghanaians have no idea how powerful digital technology can transform Ghana in the shortest possible time and increase revenue to make Ghana better. Dr. Bawumia is the only hope for Ghana today, because the whole world is moving to digital and Ghana is being left behind. It's only Dr. Bawumia who has the vision to take us on board. Greetings to Chairman Odeno Kweku Koka, Apia Atsin Koka, Honorable Eric, Nana Ajman Prempe JFK, and Afeso Obatampa Mavis Hawa Komsen. And that brings me to Obatampa Prostate Center. From Obatampa Mavis Hawa Komsen to Obatampa Prostate Center for Mundin Komana for Yen Share. Remember, 40 years and above, your prostate at saying a home kikamba. O Johnson no problem ya ba ho delays ne ya ba moja etechire ye ndi nkomo ne ye ne doctor eni nkomo no nchechire kwan be fa so e betimi aboa ama ye prostate no etumi atodin ani yetio boye nkomo
yo we de me da etiefo ase mi chia wo so de ba metra ha de ba me ka se prostate ya de na me ka wasem fi se enu na ya me adum ama mo adura mede bo adasa sambre ndi se anopei wuti TV hu anase wuti radio na what me can be was me in the team. Prostitute idea I am a baby say sitting in no. Na idea and nipa bebre concedo. They be a make us say what me can try ye because a drew at this supposed to the idea no and yes sir and that from sir nipa bebre ejom homa me na so more positive draw. But Omedu no ye draw a juju Johnson and to say they are both draw times losing at the correct no sa na kofo be draw mkasa omwo for positive a tier e juju Johnson bebre na no na entu yare na se nti ne bebre ya omudidim sa na duru ba bia na se duru positive ya dia se yawa e dedi kan ebe mo adwun so pi anajo na ugusu junso na bedu baby na afi junso no kan na wa ma ho ya ha na junso gu ho edidim sa bedu baby no junso no kan na ko janso junso a se wochim kakran san otumi adwunso ewumu sa bedu baby so na se junso no kan na ko junso wi a enche na junso asan ka because junso no junso twa no junso ni emfiri mu sa ujibo junso bi ne bia ka junso twa no mu na se osan ko junso biem into di dum sa bedu baby no na akoba se oju bo junso buja ana so se junso no betu ajunso abekwan unim se junso de sa ya de ne betu am osisi ayo ya betu ase o mama sama ide akofom na ya je we na de bi ameka se de ne bebre konse do because eye nipa no a edura obako hospital be ma wo no edu no dwedwe ya de na no but anase manage ojunso no ntu yare na se nti obi a make say obi a ote was active mu a you say do bia bet ma dance say anu ma do na oja say do nu be say na ojo bakokra na ina san start bi na aduade we na me adom am ho aduru a etu yare na se positive ade we ka positive hunema kwa no a pate junso twa no ho na junso twa no friends saying dudu be de junso twa no bra e ba ye bemba mu no nam no eno na ehunu a na ama sa susansu a meka wasem na akofa ba na edu na me wo no ye du a adwudwu sa hunema kwa no ayekese no mu be ka say e shrink no e normalize no nti say onu ma do na say e shrink post na e dance the CBI be say be dey e say sa condition o mu free mu na je say etu yare na se ena ma me dem fia de bia me ka se obi so opposite do chia me oboa because me abra me fast me course ati bi mu no me chinchin ye pa ya sa bebre a me nyamboa ko si se me am de medrui sam ho ya de me hospital me call up e test me do me bisa technician say na ba ma me ni say also dada we ni dia say de ti de efin bia no ho enu mu san ampa ngopon de do bia hyem sem de bo adasa me de gusu me de bo adasa adasi de bebre when ya show mo roba eyi o mo roba when ya umba ya na ni in so ni ho bi kwa ojusogu no ho ya bo pampers bo ni medu na ejai pampers ni bo ojunso ti se junso de no ntu se me kan wasama na me kan ni so na me bode wo na mo bia wo sa ti berim bia den ni aba no ho so pa me kira kwan ma ba ja ya sa because yare boni a so mu a de bia me ka se start what say they would need etu ase o so so kun wo because so na me kan wasam ni na no na wie ye se ade ne be ye ekuro na bo friend cancer no ye cancer na we wie na do be ko in the meantime how many phone could do that level so what me kasa me de bia me bo hu de ru na me bo de ru ni say to na mo pa me kira kwan na bra na me mboa wo ba edonu wo ba edu be ma position na shrink can normalize na afi no ado ho na ho ato nti me chi obi ase ense bia me kan geke na wutie me so ase hu se menye yansa fo menye nitifo enwi se bia matakaria do so man kremo fo won ehu kremo papa ntino sa na me so metie na nze obi frame fi apam me ka sa ya me kan wie ya ono me ka sa ya na me chen se ondo mbra eno chi san frame de na edu no ye edu ben ye hebel edu ananam se an e pe na me hu se na adwen ya akofo no the response no man penny ye na musa za den waso wa chinchin akọ bebre when ya sent we na juso nko herbal e bia na kwale manfo bra na oba ho beto because enye me dia ni dia wa bia wa kọ no oba ho beto me kan sa che na so baba do mai be mi so oba ke because me say definitely o ho anu de kodi mi hadan sa che ni say bia we sino me call ya me ho to me because me hu ni bebre oba say me ti matu nka o na mina misusu se bia ti said nyanum for ne kan ntina ma memba na bui maranfo bi di mu hadan se so on kwa ne de no wo nchen and wo ba ya no to no ti ma be ko fo be ka se e di sada se no nti me so wo ti me kan men dwitwa na se ke me chi akwan me number ne 0553 800 678 the screen so 0553 800 678 me wo fifi plat last stop e wo kasoa yen no kwantempo so wo ba me nchanya wo du kasoa bisa se encho yen no station ko station ka se wo pe fifi down taxi wo yen taxi na ka che driver se wo be so obatampa wo so obatampa wo ba nante be 3 minutes wo bedu makachi somebody ho be director pepe wo bedu makachi wo ba your machines wide be test wo ahwe condition se de tie se ahwe rubber se opposite na ka se ye hu condition de tie no ase am eduro wo kono meduro no a definitely hu beto e adwuma from Monday to Friday at least by 8:30 ni start adwuma ndi se wotimi kan mama obi nso kwan na se bi obi frame me say doctor na yade we enye huhum yade because ma no meduro no ma ya me hu to me na mka se enye huhum yade e aduro na hu ya na hu aduro ye positive do no hu aduro edene nti wotimi kan why lucky obi cho machi akwan a na te said de achadika sia obitumi da ma wono no nti se waba trans na ho beto ampa me man aduro he say why okay nti no se wotimi kan friends ye na amount to crusade to win people in that condition said the beya obi ahun beto no bia me ka say yankopon che Ghana ade because with this medicine se commitment of her budget to me so o use wo hospitals na ko bien ho be shan kateta obien ho de bia me ka say ko bien ho because o do no ashinki post to nti esase ka say na o kwa na say de mo na onum na say ashinki no a why free and san ko nim ko do ba bia because say sure rubber ma wo penimu anam na rubber sha ho so say na hum empampan debi nti egu migu ta me bo ho bra say nkupo be ma do manka Minister of Health aji edona tum ko mo yusu hospitals and obi o sati be no beto no into no je me agent to other places like Kumasi any other places because obi a me di omno matudwa ma mo e wo sam bibem wa sa bia no so wa confirm so prostrate me pese winyanya prostrate na say confirm ya but you say bia make us say ntinu obotum so da na tell them me kopadu no bi da bi me pese obi obeto adu no obi so prostrate na obi ya sase de be ya odi dance ya na dance na complete to me so wo sa bia me bobodi na so ntumi ba me nchen me testo and confirm no mo dura ko sa ko hospital me test and I say collab diagnostic center me testo no confirm so prostrate wo positive da anyhow obitu na ko to adu no bi no yisu na ho beto so ampa sunyane no mani 0539 122 799 Siane 0539 122 799 Kekos 0249 124716 Kekos 0249 124716 Kofodia 0266 450911 Kofodia 0266 450911 Bibiani 0243 686938 Bibiani 0243 686938 Kumasi 0249 another 49 6166 Kumasi 0249 another 49 6166 Takrade 0246 04 3458 Takrade 0246 04 3458 Takwa 0244 929401 Takwa 0244 9294 01. OT region 0249 205859. OT 0249 20585668. Bolga 0242 348790. Bolga 0242 348790. Aguna Stredo and its environs 0558 715581. Aguna Stredo 0558 715581. Maybe I hire to Francis. It will be Kessben here.
Okay.
Papa bi wa ase ho. Edun bi won nchen. Wa kra ani environment bi kukumemre new town friends saying Nima. We will be a mamu bi any environment we will be a what's our condition no a ya confirm so we was higher than one. But na ba have to do ni bi. Aba to bi won nchen.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's an here.
Yeah, that's it. Obatampa Process Center for Yadamasibi. All right, yeah, that's it. 8:47 is the time. And Chebedi Nkomo ewo Fia Hanami San say Nana Kojo AJ Nana K name Obetina say aspiring national organizer Emma the MPP and I feel so already seated Alexander Ekwoku, former parliamentary candidate Botswana English amount from of the NDC. Yanene Bedi Nkomo. Ba me kwa humana so mra ti na fe ye medi nkomo a na me ne the National Association of Concerned Miners, remember being nkomo small scale miners. So Michael Prepra yending nkomo ni share what is really happening. Despite President Mohammed's disbandment of IGP task force on illegal mining, and after so 9 months BEM, and then all the task force in almost so at the task force by to see how almost to me aboa na oma enforce na etumi ama enema etumi akoyi ekon de enya de betumi eja ho asem ka because ekon de se ekon yi pa na yehwe de ekọ Mike bibi aboko de
minia ya dum nya hwe
yɛde so ase me gidi is members association obia is in line bibia aye boko de
pachawa bibia the democrat.
Yeah, already I say. President today an announcement. I think I remember when the media encounter no he made mention say IGP task force no omo de akwhye 9 months no omo kan bibia bo man 1. I think within that space in the so we heard of another task force and association also ati amoso mabehwe ama ekun no so no etumi akona nimie na etumi jai this illegal mining na cost one. Tell us more task force no how far so far adwuma to say our grounds.
I mean I think I mean chair for. I think the no to say task force yeah the as an association.
Okay.
The PBB self-policing.
Okay.
One you will whip our members in line to do the right thing because in Pembrana now and call for a box small scale miners for any galamsey for together.
Sure.
The Brena so move so yeah them between small scale mining and galamsey. And secondly, you say Mano so Emma Obi ho kwan so two for me with the name you cannot mine 100 meters to any river bodies. And no, and go for be Bernardim Rasho Munzi. To ye Juma Crabons, there will be in an Abia Cacabum. Now, almost every to dredging machine, no, their questions, you know. But when you go to a dredging machine, saying Sasana to crowd concession. And no, and I could hear say, your task force, and it is not the first time, Krana. Yaka boom say we will help government in fighting this problem because because Abaya the 9 months about and only a year is being recognized by government between Abua na between resolve the problem. But if it be government is minu and the association it's about time yes we make sure say members know do the right thing. I don't think I say okay fine if it is so. Yeah, nkasa so ye kan ho abom na yakobibia ye members no ye adwuma too to make sure say adwuma no mo ye no it is in line with the rules and regulations. Send ebi mo entumi emfa mo tailings ni ngonsuo ni. 3 omo mo tin nsuo no so na ende omakoye challenger aban kra fight no. Yesu etumi aboa na ya clear omo. Say that tax force association no nyina na yakabo na say etumi enya pickups. We know ka say etumi to speedboat no so no betumi aboa in the patrolling of these water bodies. And association in Yakabum near Regiska Ediama Yankasa to say a tax force to be doing all these things. So that's a bit since unity as a balance and natural resource minister. On those one say do baby no weird. Yes, a boy a man so no any This one is not a para tax force. Baby. We know we are in line with the name of Sayani Mudin Komo on how best collaboratively no in a bit to me aboa na keno ayedina to anu kena boa ono so edwuma sebi ekoso no bit me high in kakra ntino they are still living in touch with name so mo so bit me aboa na yet me collaborate. When it's important to have more information on the beer, especially people who are on the water bodies, yes, we meet me aboa. Say the blue water gas in the man. The same thing yes, we have fire at 2 years. At least yes, we are constantly free at all. Like in the baby of any start Ashanti region, they actually name who can have fast at least or more motives or more saying so near and in a bit to me aboa buying. I think the yes, you man who better. And I think so now, I say no. Ubia sorry, and I'm across most came minus when I'm shot and I'm across on the Banazana when there are issues at hand, yes, they affect it. It is to be a good citizen, I say, you know, your mind anymore, a penny. That is the reason why Yaboka. Minu Kasi Kananya, a capital. If we should tell you how much it goes in to help these boys to as well go in and fight this fighter. It's not an easy thing, but Ghana for February.
So we're looking at how much?
Know, because even speedboats no to me it runs into over $200,000.
Okay.
Know, because every day we are no top money. Every month we are no Oscar each other my boys na sebi almost a boy. Any sikaketwa. I buy and credit they buy a blue water gas and how much it costing us as a country. Into the area to show enough good was yes, most K miners we are different from the Galamsey. People who are destroying the water bodies are all illegal miners. Buying now it me 2 months here. At least now miners one was and yes, maybe the air cost on a year day. But when the push comes to shales, all
right, but okay. Okay, so Mike, boy and come 50 time here, and indeed one my says say self-policing to make sure say members or more small mining or may a human send fatano. Man you be what call beyond more borders and now I mean more start more self-policing.
I think that for now, no, maybe I acquire challenges by or more things to do so.
Okay.
Yeah, oncophobia, no, why not just on Zona or better. Waiting for me good year. These people are not small scale miners. These are illegal miners or more sense. And Omodoso, Pai, we are using 2 approach. We go to the chiefs, then because in so many are for there. And this will be to me about Bobby so work to you so. At the end of the day, the stakeholders in the communities are away. So these are the things we have seen. You be to me a sin on your shino. They are catching an so we will come back again. Name Omumo de say why you ever be on the water bodies. So more we are giving it to government. Because when you are fighting, not chiefs in the say the reason why you are fighting and they want to help her. Issue no wait me resolving once and for all. Because so he be okrobim no kase omu bi anya saa to adwuma. There's no way we wait me abeye say adwuma. And on him be so no kase no obeji ejine mama ya. There's no way so one call him no wa wait me resolve this issue. And the first one, me who be near Shina, we go to the chief's palace, then you say, this is what we have seen, and this is what government is against. And the empesa, ebe sabe bi ni abe to sanko for no, and nana wadaroma. But they will now omo munye se adwuma ni nyina because omo koye adwuma no so omo te community ni. Say o nana eyo obi saa nyoma no aban eti into wa wo ye se adwuma no ni krom bia ye nya obi enye ni nyoma nye den ko. And yes, who cannot man when you call us, they will call the NIMOS.
Okay.
Any blue water guards. Almost you relay this information to them so that the proper operation will be done. So we are as well working hand in hand with buying of Segway. And two, he said GPRT. Almost tax force, they check their members. And if the members be here, Bonia, and you're buying a baby catcher will be say, oh, GPRT member, and say anything. The same way as tax force, it is in line to check the members. Send services here free for monitoring a problem. We don't have to wait till issues beba. Now for beba buying support and sana yakase active.
Okay.
That is the reason why I take these proactive measures.
Okay.
Now I share where it is important to call in NIMOS to help in these operations, and we do that. Okay. And at least so anything. A buying a land and natural resource and a NIMOS. And a yes, we have
Mike, me no baby we cry, but we know a had and I think that I will need your candid opinion and candid answer to this one. Listen, Yakwaba with the fight against illegal mining. Government keeps saying say yachi your boys your doma kugum recently they say achi 1,400 they doma kugum and I say be prosecuted almost about 600 according to your attorney general your bond some more. But one of the key things that is missing has to do with the campaigns now. Yes, show money ye who baby omo war and na so mo touch you know. Politicians keep asking. Yet me force you keep asking say one money campaigns no is it the fact say Michael mundi momo and so mo pesa mo bobo dini and now say mundi momo na momo no mo and say sorry omo mo ye illegal mining no omo no mo ye oma de na mo panyin bia enhyechi. Can we be bold enough to start mentioning names of these campaigns no na Ghana for timemufo ehun tomo ni yenche sampanfo yi na yenfo monko? Can we do that?
Oh, I believe we need to understand the scope of what we are saying. Campaigns in India way. Are we talking about forest reserves? Are we talking about the people who are mining on the water bodies? Or what are we trying to insinuate? They say, Obi o ye juma of forest reserves. Yes, we didn't say maybe anywhere ma Obi o going to mine in the forest reserve as we speak now. Because the Benin no more lines in some more forest reserves. Small scale mining cannot be done in a forest reserve. So anybody who is in a forest reserve is illegal miner. Patroti.
Me too, pa.
And baby no more be on kwanso be 2 for me good e won swim. So anybody that is mining on the water body, it's an illegal miner. And you know, so this forest reserves. Now now we're joining an excavator or far, no one beba. So we don't have to be worried as a campaign or any campaign. We are only glorifying say ubine CHD. Fine. Excavators no nipa na de kwashe ana. So when you go and you pick these machines, say nipa na ma de aga government bit me aton. Then yes, so the very reclamation. So let's take an approach a very much more deterring. Than so we should be no akoboni. Now the game is evidence. You will deny. So the best thing we need to do is approaching an animals are taking is what we all should applaud. When they go, they get the machine, they should bring it. Because if anyone owns now excavator is almost $200,000. And you say, oh, now say and now we man. And at the end of the day, if you never found machines very 3-4. A whole come over $500,000. So when you and man must have a poor machine and show there, oh machine abandoned inside it. That's so. A lot of people will not find it very prudent to be working in the various forests. And no, it will serve as a deterrent enough. Dan say because you check camping. Camping no any machine is you. Any pan at all. But nipa no a faceless person. Until when we are able to get all the properties of these people are one, that is the only way we can bait them and then get them. Also, when you in India, and they say you take it as a multi-idea. Then abandon is as better so. But I say, we should check camping, no? Camping in the Sikana website, no? A Japanese website, no? That person or that fellow follow.
And you and I know clearly, sir, we've done a lot of this soup, a lot of these, arrest and the people behind the shakers or the spenders no more am ranting no A2 ewons you now no money licenses or more the year and they've never showed up.
So that is what we should applaud the government. We should applaud the Lands and Natural Resource Minister. We should applaud the 9 months. We should applaud Minerals Commission. We know because it's excavators be a baby. Company or the buyer, now you need to register. Pachoti. Companies they have directors. After that, a buying to obey, making sure say all the people that have these machines, you track the machines. So the upper disable the tracking. But the moment I hold them had no day, you say you see me see are not maintain a and these machines goes with chassis number. In the end, you a chassis number, bullshit DVL, so now you know you don't have to go and look for them. The excavator will let you know who is the person mining over there. And this is wisdom. So we should applaud government on new approach here or DB. And only will make their job easier. But before no na register excavator bi and to excavator na nipa no nim de ye dia. Ono an agent no clear en pe. And no ni bi woso. But this time around every excavator per government directive you need to register. Okay. And that is what is going to help us fish out sa kimpins here who can answer me.
Okay.
Because the excavator belongs to somebody. Somebody has registered it. If say bia uka is a person who nipa car na wupinye ne dia. E could be vele who know say o dia. And that one is a security feature. Na ebitimi abwa. Na serviate me achieve the needed results.
Okay. Right. Mike, you better ask the pastor on here, the income repayment, my friend, near the income.
That's the part. I'm sure.
So, the National Association of Concerned Miners, some opinion, and you know, a dean corner, Michael Prepra, and then in the income concerning no more tax force or more to say a self policing. And omo eya omo de eboa omo so omo members no edi eye kwampaso na omo de aye mining ewo eye kroma 4 minutes past the hour of 9 ora Alexander ekokon ewo fie hanum ye no ending komo yen hyase na afi for discussions no enhye so na afi yen hwe de eko text messages na afi so WhatsApp messages na no fabra making kan ni nyina ama ewo eye efie hanum me ka che say Kayepko eye ventures se me kan che say wa wo pe eye akwantu hu enkomo bia die no se opese wutu kwan na o construction na so sa desua ana so koye adwuma no pacho Kayepko ventures se me kan che say broma so ye na no endi enkomo omo no betumi ahwema bibia tumi akoyie ama wo erinti no ukọ bia ha ho se bia akwantu na officers ne documents bebrebe ni America ne so ahwan se bia ne dia kan dabi woni eye Kayepko ventures wen kodi enkomo o mehwe bibia ama bibia tumi atoyie ama erinti no oni omo endi enkomo sa so na wo pay affordable Japanese cars papa dia the patrol omo na no bedi nkomo with flexible payment terms omo na no mo kwakodi nkomo no mahwa ma na bibia tumi akoyi omo wo ya anya market Deeper Life Junction honom na omo ewo 0556 735 422 0556 735 422 and answer 0556 702834 na oni eye Kayepko ventures endi enkomo se wo pay atare papa dia me ka cho se oni chepam endi enkomo na chepam be pempam ntare ni nyina amaw se ne se fata se ne ebe feto kama se na me die efiti mi unhu se fata me pa kama yi pa chepam ena se me kan cho se bra na oni omo endi enkomo yie pa omo wo ye awoshi market honom na chepam ewo say ye parties say ye church say ye funeral say ye any other occasion bia no me pacho wa woni eye chepam endi enkomo no betimi abo yie pa ewo ho saa so na wo hia na obeba na ono aba bedi enkomo no asusu kama ma kire bia pa bia no obetimi ahwe na ode amount na also wetimi ama ho ayefe yie pa wona ma no bia hu say yes chepam na woni no enantie no owaya awoshi market friend no ewo 020 683778 020683778 na oni eye chepam endi enkomo na bibia entumi enko yie ma sa so na make sure say ope eye office na that consultancy ope office na wo de bie eye o pharmacy o shop and afi so eye o business and pa dia na ya Asra Twin Towers ewo eye circle heya omone eye telecell head office no and eye adjacent brahonom na oni omo bedi nkomo na nje eye wo shop and as a office na faye adwuma ne sene pata there den say ubenya eye a very nice place a business center to say Asra Twin Towers na wabeje wo shop wabeje wo office wabeje wo restaurant wabeje just a day na person wo dey here ubenya wo market na fe eye client e ba wo nchen no mo nam lift mu kama no ma ba wo office na security omo cars here rest assured 24/7 umpewe na wo pedien a Asra Twin Towers ehun komo enemy no ADA no one of the best places that you want to have as your office betimi abo ne bo no so eda form yie pa entima boton phone so apese wo bie ye your friend is a shop kese na opese wo de ye de sene de fata bia no be pa cho bra Asra Twin Towers na beje wo shop ana wo office na fa ye adwuma no na wo client eni beje yie pa obenya more clients na me na make cho I mean where it is situated in there you can't miss it e was circle here traffic lights in nim here no ma telecell head office hanoma na wonsa ebeka Asra Twin Towers 0244 900449 0244 900449 and I say 020 511 0001 020 511 0001 na woni mpemfo endi enkomoi na also ebeje wodie 8 minutes past the hour of 9 make sure say discussions here they every we doc activated charcoal DOC activated charcoal DOK doc activated charcoal charcoal bia srunku yie pa powder srunku bia ba boa ema indigestion I mean stomach ulcer gas what bloaty what didi anwumre anhweda nko yie oboso ye onema bebre bia me pacho doc activated charcoal DOK na obenom na bibie tumi akoyie so wo ku bacteria toxins fungi and gas and afi so acid na afi so food poisoning bi na what di bibi na ma food poisoning na afi wa hospital aba na wo sanwa yare no da ni na no doc activated charcoal na obenom na etumi abo ye pa DOK oko pharmacy bia also hwehwe doc activated charcoal DOK eno na wo hia 100% natural and also safe ema nkwada and also mpanyfo nyina de hia ne se oba mixe ewo ensuom keka nopa ene anwumre na wanom bibia ebeye kama me na me ka cho me manum bi ama metumi adi ho dance ye say yes doc charcoal powder ekoyie pa DOK sa ana me friend no obenya bia wo pharmacy bia ben wana face so health shops bia ben wo bia no wo sa benye bi so pedudu to party ade ya pharmacy Kumase Love Life Pharmacy Kumase Pure Leaf Kumase Colina kai wo Kumase nana boache wotema amen satakra den face Joe Benet wo sunyane ana face Delight Pharmacy Okofrodia Wodam Pharmacy wa Shama na face so pharmacy bia wo Kanshi Dragly no nya no sa ebeka bi 0598 20 6885 and also says 020 66 16620 fre na wonsa ebetumi aka doc activated charcoal no no bo ye ho ka ye panel discussions na face interviews e course nyina no omobo ho ka amode ebre yen ora Alex mwache emwakwa ba eba Kessben Maakye so
Mejo so mejo.
Mijiri yese bibia eboko de.
Yesu adom bibia eboko.
Ye de radia say. Minyana ke be sha say fi galamsey but we'll end with galamsey rather. But then come back to and maybe you want to deal with the galamsey. Then we'll go to okay, so then I want us to deal with a lake, accident in AC, Andra the vice president alcohol to do the needful, and we are grateful. I mean, the Vice President has taken a wonderful initiative to do that. Professor Jena no Pokwajiman, Akwa. But yeah, can you now? No, me sure what the details, as to what really transpired and all that. Kwame so and the befa inland air transportation, a bit me by now to curb some of these things happening.
Yo, my main chair it's here for the main chair one kasa so. Let me say, I sent me a AC over the weekend, no. Yapa. Say you bet me a sure in pa. I think first no, but I say 15, but I mean say 16.
Yes.
Bet sure in pa to that extent, no. Now this is also not the first time make I say bibi sa asi lake no so. Etasi pa. But at times, no, most of the time, no, yenti who assembia because they see now more and cast out marshal no more. I hear the umbeye. Minia, who beside me say, quite ben I ever faso. The me banana meaty or more when you more a ding common. Even say me or more Emma say education is the key. Me faso education is the one say. But on the part of the authority now, so almost didn't so apart from education, or DNA is so almost in terms of enforcement. Wow, because maybe we need not mono, nepa no casano, or so at times what made the life jacket no go, or we can say I have fin, and it means bon, any day can no. Then the question is, how are these life jackets maintained?
That's another one.
Omudima canoe owners no mokipi ewo inside. And almost because those canoes no, they don't have storage facilities. Ewo we can say omo baby pa omo betumi a store wo na nkrofo ba na omo di aman. You understand? To me, the American is the law enforcement agencies, no, the Maritime Academy, the Ministry of Transport, any other ministries and agencies are, I think the fisheries, no, so almost be count for. Na omo trans no mo share because wow, lake no omo enye baby na wotumi kofu canoe no wo. Omo what designated places are nkrofo full canoe no wo. And so why can't we create bibia ebeboa na ama se wo kwa akofo ai bia ya security zone bi kakra officers wo ho. And so wo twa wo ticket wo ba befu a no mo ama wo jacket no wo ho. Na wa kotram wo do the other side no so there's another security post wo ho a wo be kwa jacket no wo ho, so that we kept this unnecessary deaths. Wow, because nipa no on to me sha and man trem na wo call trem na wo yi wo jacket na you do the other station na e say you report to. We should be able to come out with something na ebeboa yenyina, because look at the life now. Say Anka Enra vice president is on trying the office no here adwuma bia. What took one for this long journey?
I'm a practical.
Look at
there were a lot of assignments, but
look at the inconvenience. Create my but they want to make cancer or be a free more. We can say we travel office now. It doesn't speak well of you. One, I don't know. But they say boy as a nation, no. Who call? They say personal safety. They say who one kasa with safety no say hu hia wo na wo kwa kotra boat bi say mu wonim say na ye adware nsuo. The first thing I say wo bi sa say me life jacket no e wo hi, because say nipa ba akokra po na e wo no nim say na ye adware nsuo no. Now mu nyina mu share life jacket at least kakra obe yi mu nyina e dia cost safety. Pasa yan sana debia accident ibe se na ya be kan wasem esi wo road so na ya be kan wasem na ya janisa esi I think it's only the air accident no na yenta en shada en hu ne bebre. but no crap this year who be. And it's hard time say near maybe say no say beer because I meet here vice president Professor Nan Najee no Kasano or see some of these accidents no there are times Uber to me be beer pepe but say BC but a sister no so I won't say because yeah be beer pepe I don't think say we will lose 16 lives. I don't think say you be lose 16
Western
but let's do the right thing. As a nation, we don't like doing the right thing. You know, we hide behind some freezing excuses. Be now you can't wait where you say me we are way see me. Then hey, I just you know I say you know it's not the best. You know to lose me in kwadana crap way woman and hear me You understand me? Na mami for many more kwada kwa trap put mu one say and they are protected. So won kwa here wa akwada no known to me take a decision and money. And say say won won't take a decision no I be buano. And yes sir. Obi biara or ye involve motor riders. They are careless riding on the roads. Any day no. Quick, you know, this transport, I'm addressing the transport system, no challenges, no war, accidents, no. You know, we know, and so idea na haba. But what about the roads? The cost of your roads, no. We need to sit up as a nation. We cannot just be losing human beings. Omo imwakwe, ye name the air, omo that chi omo debe bua maino. So why do we sit down to lose lives before? Yeah,
Alex, how about this one? I don't know who is also to monitor some of these things. This perception say, me papa ote mponano ote nsuenano mene na nete o mini medware okoba by default you experience, you know. Then we allow a young little boy to rather be doing this transport of human beings from here to here. 11-year-old.
Oh, nina ejna the enforcement make one semi because then omo that area that is the means of transport omo across the lake. One said that anything and today then nipa be kwa kotran keno them. So as a regulating body no then na we dey see akwan na we be making sure say the right things are being done. Omo paddle this canoe see. And so ye the intitie bi edi atuo edi amomu because me nim say o me answer na obey to me anya driver's license na obey to me aye commercial driving e wo me just a 1 year the age of 18 and ameboa. So what prevents us say ye di emra beba e be regulate the ekoso wo ho no na akwada no onya the legal age no aye 18 years no on ni hu kwan say ni papa wom no ni papa eko no oboa no wo ho fine but so onu nkwa en manage the ekoso no onu ne experience no wo hin the mere fact ni say obetumi apaddle or direct e won so no the navigation into ultimately nipa no eko or destination no doesn't mean say it's well experienced say BBC CCR because in so wow it's no one so say but at times no direction no to Mrs. all of a sudden esisa na ye to say ru e wo fako sad no very dangerous say banisa na wo tikinu ni mu na wo paddler do you 11-year-old or what that experience now obe hu kwan obe faso e they are navigating the way to get out of it idea me constituency say but I know English am for. Yeah, well, in Subibre wo ho. We I think in 2020 and 2019. Could I be ko wo ho? Fana.
No mo school.
Omo school no. Okay. About 9 of them no 2 survived but 7 perish. And so all forms of water because me can say menua wow, you want Subibre but we are not making good use of insuno. We are not letting the rivers, the sea, the other bodies are here, no lakes are here, no. We are not making them to communicate. Now you bet me I use so more. Proper water transport. Or maybe say it's a bar. 1 way road no 1 way. But you bet me I water transportation. I bet me abua all the way from Langba to maybe Accra, Adan, and even to Aflau. You bet me I visa. We are not making good use of it. So I believe that the SC, you should take advantage of it and come out with a comprehensive water transport legislation. Yes. So that at least, wow.
I can park my car and use
it. Maybe the can say this thing. Say if we have this very nice,
it says as tourism. It says as too many things.
We've never had a water transport experience before.
No.
We've never had.
Yes.
We've never had. It is a BBC na week munyana over to me. Na a saved.
Yes.
You are providing life jackets.
A proper
proper ferries. Any day kahuna, you just transport the people. Now roads so I a free kakra because a whole portals into me bao. They bet me about any day. We should be thinking along those areas.
Because in the UK they do it.
Yes.
Worcester.
You call praises. I would think one
platoon ferry and Namso.
20. And it is open to from
yes,
in from a pa a buffer na wabe landina wo call wejuma wo ministries here. Now wa kwa ye wejuma we use let's be thinking progressively.
We can do it.
Yeah, bet to me aye. Me since I made that it was part of my campaign message. Me year campaign in 2020 no. Normally no me year campaign apart from the national manifesto your party no develop me share manifesto no man na me so ma picky me manifesto e dey frame because enye dia e national no nyina na ehia me crofo no so I pick my own na mama omo ahu say this is what we can do to help ourselves. Me cannot because it's part of the national way nunti with a little modification. I believe from say na I can lobby to get it.
Because one cliff more
it's one rivers be connected to the sea no. So why can't we make good use of it? And also by my employment.
Yes.
Wow. Ebema nkrofo anya ska editors beba area no more.
Yes, nice
because we car park kese na nkrofo ba park here. You need guards on meshe copim time ni pano beba. These are things that we should be thinking, but I be here to say nyame oshraya na be ye musuo e dia maye e wo maimu. Nyame amaye good bibri hwese na ye bre hu. Because we are not thinking right. Because a person mekumenya no e dosu e wo bibia yeyem obia e hwe the interest dia menye free on kai say asase no say no say asase no a onu any innocent people bia e wo echi no mu no mbe sofa but so onu nyanya sika na asase no say a emfa ho. That is the kind of country I wom and at times no a man some of this national discourse no e very difficult. Because who say won't can and carry the but because of some people selfish interest. Last me can what say. You understand me? Say NDCB in Kofobi, I believe say omo disika ashe party no mo. Yenya discuss party no mo. Yenya discuss party no mo. I started funding political activities from 2008. 2004, na me get but just on the serve. But 2008, na me standing for say me afa constituency me sponsor. Yenya discussion, but that does not mean say party no anya power. Me nkoye niama emfata. I can't do it. Obi anka say me nye mine. We are party ni say we party ne what power. You have the advantage to use the party structures to acquire the license. Who are quine? Because I need your beyond to me, see who quine. A your party in our power. So use the structures, get the needed documentation, the proper one. Nako ye responsible mining. But don't hide behind say who discuss your money who said niama. You shouldn't do that. And that is why I applaud the president. I say the task force should deal with the people ruthlessly. And more beer answer to say, oh, me president na or see mum for beer. You should bring everybody to book. Now we understand that is how so when in time past on I political will no this time no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has shown to us say or no or what that political will to fight all galamseys.
But the MPP thinks otherwise.
That is that is one unfortunate thing about our politics. When you idea they are say to criticize. Criticism is not bad if it is constructive. Say ABR, they are buying a no, also or alternative. Now we believe say the alternative no is stronger than they are buying a no. There's nothing preventing you from bringing it, but just to criticize for the sake of it, no, and no, they are hard, you know. Say ABR, yedi and it was woody ye obi does not bring progress. You understand, especially on this state of emergency, you know.
Yes.
Now, say you declare the state. Yes, when we were in opposition, we called for it. I was one of those people. I was very vociferous on it. Say, the state of emergency should be declared by Nana Akufo-Addo administration. You understand? Because at that time, no, we saw say I had to say I buy no akopim on name baby obefa. Coupled with the fact, no, to say, Professor Fripon Boateng report na eba abontino. Now no crap on mudi teya 2 years after answer na eba abontino. Microphobia ye mention o mudrin ewum. You understand me? And in Yema be a cost you woman. We feel say the government has lost track. Because the own people know it cannot even bring them to book. So at the end they call for the state of emergency. That was the motive. But I may buy, you know, who say no. There are so many laws there are so many avenues we have not even exploited. So Miss Reganafo, Mama mi kwine. Na me exploited all those avenues na yen fan ye juma yen. Yen fan ye juma na yen hwese na ebeko. No, see, say me the year Juma na me who say and cost necessary and quality. Then I have no reason. The last resort I have, they say, is the state of emergency. But
MPP is also saying they have gone through that same mail. More kind of as exhausting all those areas in terms of getting the security on ground. Training, community mining, then almost see even people from mining for almost about a year and a half. Go through all these processes, and that's the more reason why they still putting pressure on Abai. Say, I mean, this thing, that is the last resort. Call it, and then let's see what will happen.
You see, they are making kind. Yes, you can have something on paper. So we now say 1 year. But the question is that were you able to deploy the right tools, the right mechanism? Say, would the be yedia e what people so say who per se 1 year now? That is the question. That is the difference between the omuye any dia is Excellency John Dramani Mahama yes is here. It is the approach. It is the approach. It is not necessarily say what you've highlighted the things you want to do. It is about how you are doing it on the ground. And so far, His Excellency is doing very well with the fight against the galamsey. And that is why I also say, we share the political will, no. This time, we won't say ewoho. I mean, we've seen a natural resource minister, you're very effective and aggressive in the fight. So, kasa efa galamsey won the passion or the kasano. Won't say this is not somebody why you already say obe beni near be in favor of others. On ye. because it wants to see a clean, sustainable environment. And see, MP before, me the American say, when you're 8 years. 8 years, no, all these things are okay. If it is true, say, you are able to implement it very well, and we should have seen results. And yet, you're trying to be any. It's because you were not able to achieve results. Even to the extent that some forests were labeled as presidential forests. And tutu good but the security agencies cannot go there. This time, His Excellency said, not NIMO's boss, Colonel Boa. I have given you all my blessings. Go after whoever. Go after whoever. Obi biara over forest no more. Or one synonym. Say no. Deal with the person. What commitment again do we need? In the past, we didn't get this kind of commitment. We didn't get it. Because party people felt like they have powers even than the minister.
You're Alex, a commitment where the president even tells you that I'm putting my job on the line.
It's just a saying.
It is not enough commitment.
It's just a saying. It's just a saying.
Just a saying.
It's just a saying. Because if really is putting his presidency on the line, in a one kasawo minister, who far no say interministerial your friend is saying committee I will say to you know or number the chairman what your report or mention incrophobia wa bemo now would they report no be see a table as it. Does that show say there will you know you really meant it? Mimi who say it's just a you know yeah can be able to assume maybe manipa trimon ayeni say ye bibi. But at the end of the day, you know, and you run now with just a piece of paper. Or can sakunta mining omunye bonibia. But today, as I'm speaking to you, it has been established. Say Ghana Police CID unit omu will report on akunta mining. So is the president not hiding and abetting crime at that time? You know, so Niamani dear Ubetimiaka, but it is your action. And then one reggae star a born in Yum no say action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
You understand me? And see, the awuye piano is not the amount of words, how you sugarcoat it and now no, but it is what you are doing on the ground. It is what you are doing on the ground. How effective it is. So, me, the Americans say, we are nowhere fighting the Galamsey. We are not near handing it. We are not at all. So, Bikacha will say, oh, yeah, we are not handing, we are not there yet. Because the Americans say, is it apart from, say, yes, stop, no, there's a bigger tax ahead of us. A year to reclaim and to do reforestation.
I think Central Region, they've started doing that. Yes.
But, see, the Omuyani say, Omo cover pits now, they are covering it. They've started. But we need rare money to do the afforestation.
That's a huge cost.
Because Métier, Honorable Minister,
no,
Onyabe said $10 billion. $10 billion is even more than our annual budget for the entire country. So if this money is going to go into a sector, you understand me?
Just a sector.
Just a sector. Then you can just imagine the destruction that has gone on. It's the American and say we can stop it. But if we stop it today, the waters will not be clean. You know why? And but ain't yet clean that. Copying time afforestation. Because now the lands are bare. In Sutoa, every 5 years no. Me road no me experience that work or time mo ye road no omo to anwia free people ni bi so e wo Asamajan area no mo any baby atala e wo no and it's saying so tall because the land has been bare for so many years. When it rains it collects the debris now they are back main road no so it's no to now yet to sell milk milo now yen in that is exactly what is happening at the mining sites. So, stopping it should go with afforestation to reclaim the land. Now the vegetation and no na root no so better me hold soil no so that in so no basana it will not wash broken. So until we the anything that you say, oh, someone more ye be brave, but yeah, who saying so no any 80 any says here end to me because the challenge is there. So we've sacked the people from the forest. But as I say no, what do you do with it? And see, these are some of the things say Ghana for you. It's not that His Excellency is not fighting. He's fighting seriously. But because this one, me, I'm that type who believe, say, we need this fight here. And I've told you, I say, until me kojina the banks of the river no, na me hwe mani won so no ma, na me hu mani ma, then I will say we have won the fight. Until that is done, no, me mean to me can say we are near winning it. And see, MP before the me can say, I didn't say the meet the press, and I meet the CSOs no. His Excellency John Dramani Mama, and yeah, I think Friday year, but yeah, exactly a week and not 2 weeks or sure.
Yeah.
Now, what change summer a PM if you buy, you know, you understand? MP before Moon say, His Excellency, what the gas umu in the sense that now they were hoping, say, Omube Tas years was no actually. Na omu the pressure edi atu aban no so but sana nkomodie no ekoye no CSOs ni bi sorry age9 say aban yenim da say sa nyeme nyina wo ye to fight galamsey. You understand? And with those kind of conversation, no.
Even the bishops.
Yes, and the bishops. Wow.
They were the first to criticize, first to do
and yes, the government are folding in hands.
And
even if we push them, we are pushing them, we should rather give them time.
So TEC should do the same thing to you?
Yes, I think that that's what they should do. Because I would have wished, even at the time I hear fresh years, and can some organizations like that, we should have called them into the meeting. No, Musumbe TB. You understand? But we couldn't do that. So they think, say, by calling for state of emergency, but I'm saying, say, with the evidence of things, who say, we don't need the state of emergency now.
But with the evidence of TUC coming in to tell you that your central region, your eastern region, Chibi, and the water plants are not working again because of the way I assume.
I've explained to you. You understand me? So far as the lands continue to be bare, we will experience that. Okay. Because any time in Subetono, it will wash down the debris.
So TUC is getting it wrong.
Yes, they are getting it wrong. So we are pleading with them. This is not a time you put pressure on our buying, say, undeclared. Rather, they should bring out alternative suggestions, which I believe that His Excellency is a listening government.
And the alternative was to have the state of emergency.
No, that's why I'm saying that. I have explained to you, say, that is not, let me say, a near alternative. That is in the far. Because say who say be measures na ye di ejuma no ye di kun atia galamsey and ye ejuma, then you can go and declare a state of emergency. For now, no, I believe strongly say we are on the right course. Okay. But we are on the right course.
Okay. But I say Ora Alex Ekoko, former parliamentary candidate Botiano, English amount from any and no Achichi and Common. And a happy birthday to you, Nanama Atuma. Happy birthday to you, Nanama Atuma. Happy birthday to you, Radin Shao. No more Hobain. Happy birthday to you once again, Nana Ama Atuma. And then a happy birthday to you, Mrs. Tieku of Wasa Agona Menfi. Wayfair Sylvester Tieku, Papa Sly, a Crow from District Assembly. I wish you happy birthday. And then a happy birthday to you, Kojo J. Mohammed. Happy birthday to you, Kojo. Radin Shah no more home by. Happy birthday to you once again, Kojo AJ Mohammed. 41 minutes past the hour of 9 a.m. Mijao ama a brantiana kasemo. Sergio, not a midfield action bro. From now to 2 p.m. Better production team now led by Richard Apiasapon, Fifi Addison, Amos, and the technical crew, and Admi and Akosiana Faso, client service, Mavis, and then the newsroom, Derek, and the team. We are back again tomorrow morning, same time. Stick and stay with 92.9, and then Kessben TV, and then Kessben Plus TV on the Asada channel at 93.3. And that Nanake to me, the late coming Nanake, no who am fan, he's under the weather. And you know, so sorry, I saw but still, Alex, also sorry or bad, so still, when I'm emre.
Say, oh, yeah, campaign.
And the doctor session, you know, can say, doctor session.
Oh, yeah, I say, especially with DD.
Say, oh, whom in a bro.
Yeah, it's like he said, son, you're rinky tippity, well, sorry, diarrhea, and a hydrant.
Yes, the doctors want to see a crane. No, I think you have a friend during the day, a friend, and definitely. All right. So we wish you all an speedy recovery. Madam, I say, have a lovely day. Have a solemn day today, Wednesday midweek, and I love you as always. Take care, work hard. Good morning.
Obia woni duma odidi bo a o man wo ko nani ko si na fro wa yu ku ni chechere ne ma obia nani ko so ni ja obretu ni ku kodu fo eja wo mo enku ni maba agura na na wiri kwa ba akasa no makasa french mo obia na no a wo bo ajo asana na ho fe bia woni bono so a wo wira cheche wo ko ni ba ni na sene ni ba ejo no bi no anta bi eja wo mo anami di asem asa shirina no pano wa asem eja wo mo asno di aba Wadman come about the share and said, Yenis, I was so, any journey I grew. I feel when you have been here, I see us anymore. A bassa while you are one swatch and a pampa. No be a son, you'll be a small. Only bad as any, I want my name where we are say.